So nice outside. I think it's time to finally start my day. Don't actually dispose of your batteries that way. That was just a little jokey joke. The battery's right behind me. And yes, this is a nice side profile where you get to see that I was eating a little bit over the holidays and January and part of February, because I did just have like a pizza to myself. Sue me. I definitely gonna get a comment about the booty. It's genetic, leave me alone. But I saw a comment, and I'll show it right here, that inspired this video. The reason it inspired it isn't because like I took it personally or anything, but because of the fact that I've seen, that's not supposed to be there. I've seen various comments like that before on various aspects of social media. You know, YouTube, TikTok, and other places. I had to redo the plate because it wasn't sitting right. And that pretty much inspired this video. It's actually why you see me doing this. You see the concern a lot of people who live in a car, or on videos of people who live in a car, I meant to say. And that is basically, you know, hygiene and stuff, right? Hence why I'm showing you doing this, because like a house, a home, anything that you live in, I occasionally have to do stuff to the car. Meaning I have to maintain it. Health is wealth after all. You gotta maintain your car, maintain your body, maintain your home, whatever. And that's actually kind of the purpose of this. Maintenance is everything. After I do this, I have to do an oil change, spark plugs, and PCV valve. And in case you don't know, messing with this stuff, acid and corrosion coming off the battery, the oil, the dirt, all the other stuff, it gets on your body. And when you have hair like mine, it's very important to keep this shit clean. Hygiene is very important. Like, don't get me wrong, there are people who live out their vehicles that aren't the most hygienic. And I actually know this firsthand. Me and a friend, a coworker of his, lived out their vehicle, older guy, and he really wasn't clean. Let's just put it that way. He wasn't clean at all, which is kind of like, why would you do that to yourself? But for the most part, cleanliness is very important. So best believe, especially because of my hair and things, I am a relatively clean person. The hygiene aspect isn't really that hard. I pretty much just wake up and start my day by going to the gym. That's where I, one, get my yoga in, keep the body right, because even though I am very guilty of being a glutton, I still make sure to treat my body right. I can still move very well. Hopefully ass crack didn't show that. In fact, I've actually have been slacking on that, which is not good, which is why right now my lower area back here is sore, because we had to move a toolbox from a friend of mine's now former job. Never worked for a Meineke, a Mavis, or a Midas. In fact, if you bring your cars to them, make sure they're well run. That's usually an anomaly, because if you think they're trying to sell you stuff, they are. That's the most I can really say there. But right now, I'm like completely sore because of that, as I haven't really been doing any squats or anything in the gym. Most I've done is like going in, like I said, do a little bit of yoga, a little bit of stretch, and bench press. I'm not a huge bench press guy, but I wanted to get that up. I'm over 300 now, so that's good. I actually also weigh over 300, about 300 right now. I think I'm like 295, 290, so that's bad. But what I'm really trying to say here is that you can't really neglect on the maintenance of things. But when you neglect on the maintenance of things, like I've been neglecting this car, you get things like a shoddy battery and spark plugs that need to get changed. And when you neglect on your health, your hygiene and everything else, people don't want to really be around you, as well as you just kind of destroy your body. One thing a friend of mine, same friend, likes to say, because he knows I live out the vehicle and whatnot, I rip and run a lot. So he usually gets on me when the car ends up being a mess. And it's not a mess because of like me being messy or anything. It's just a mess because I'm just do everywhere at once. Even though I live like this, my life has not changed. In fact, I'm even more busier now because, as I said in some of my older videos, getting rid of distractions of family and stuff and allowing myself to reset, I'm focused. and being focused, I'm busy. But what I'm saying is the car tends to get messed up because of that, right? You know, I'll have trash bags and things and whatnot, but like changing out of clothes, hitting the gym, camera gear, blah, 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 things get mixed on up. And he'll get on me about that because the way he sees it, he says like your car, your home, whatever is a reflection of your mental state, where you're at, whether it's like just a small percentage or a big percentage. So if you're like messy or, you know, not being hygienic or whatnot, that could be a sign of you just not being focused, but B, also depression. Being hygienic is actually very important to not be depressed or to starve off depression. And I've been depressed before. When I was 17 years old, I didn't go outside for an entire year. I am not joking when I say that. I shouldn't have did this because I kind of got stuck because of that. We'll just do this by hand. But yeah, I didn't go outside for an entire year. And I'm not joking. I went outside, and by went outside, I went outside to get the mail, which was on the front porch. That was it. Other than that, I stayed on the inside, stayed inside the house. I didn't really shower or a lot of stuff either. I just stayed in bed, played video games, or just stayed in bed. Like I was going through a lot mentally. And my mom, who also suffers through depression, didn't really know what to do at the time. So hygiene is absolutely important because there's nothing that feels better than being clean. And me personally, I might be a little chunky, but I like being clean. And here's what I mean by that. I'll show you my cleaning routine. So I'm gonna put you on game real quick. So you see I have a lot of hair, all this, it stays moisturized. And here is castor oil, tea tree oil, usually peppermint or lavender oil, just because castor oil stinks. And now some type of emulsifier, like I use cocoa betaine, just because when you put the water in, as we all know, oil and water molecules don't like to mix. I forgot what the word is, surfactant or so, whatever it is that causes them to repel each other, right? You can shake it around without having a emulsifier in there, and like their molecules will mix, but the whole point is that they like to separate. They'll do it real quick. Don't do it so much with this. Went right in my face. Don't know why I didn't see that coming. But for the average person, because most of you don't have hair like mine, here's what I'm gonna put you on. Get you one of these. This is a Japanese silex cloth. If you use a washcloth or a loofah, stop. Unless like for your face, right? Get you one of these. And if you don't use any of those, you're disgusting. You're nasty, you're trifling. But seriously, so I use these, you get them at Target, you get them on Amazon, you get them everywhere. Like, I'm not really a washcloth person besides my face, but this, and I like this as body wash. You know, I use it because I live in a car and it's easier just to have like liquid body wash. But outside of that, like in a normal lifestyle, when I was living like in a regular spot, I'd have both that and usually some type of like charcoal body soap, which goes well with something like this.
Being nosy and know what you're doing, making a blog?
Something like that, yes.
Oh, you just being nosy want to know what you're doing.
Yeah, like I do a YouTube channel and everything.
Oh, on cars?
So yeah, I just got distracted because somebody was asking me a question, but you know, get yourself one of these, to be honest. So if you use a loofah or a washcloth, I would suggest just moving on from them. Keep the washcloths for the face, discard the loofah because they actually hold on to bacteria. As you see, this is very easy to clean, super easy, dries out fast. If you don't use anything at all, you're trifling and don't talk to me, all right? You could never talk to me and my son that I may have in the future. Definitely don't have kids now. Can't talk to us ever again. But seriously, like this is great to use. And now we can hop to the next clip. Also, if you work on your car outside, please clean up after yourself. Don't be one of those people that just leaves your stuff behind. I'm disposing of this properly, as I said in a little intro, and all my stuff is going back in the car. My biggest pet peeve is when people just leave like their oil and everything out. What's wrong with you? I know this is like a weird way to do a transition, but no, I spend a lot of time in the gym. I like to call this body maintenance. Bench press, like 310, 315. I don't bench press that much. Squat, obviously, way higher than that. But for the most part, you know, it's just body maintenance, which is the same as like car maintenance, which is like kind of funny because I like to browse other people's videos and things, you know, for ideas and just to see like what the general consensus is on things. and you'll occasionally like on, you know, different YouTube comments and like on different videos and things, you'll see people saying things like, how are they living in their car? How are they cleaning themselves and everything? And yada, yada, yada. I'm like, the gym exists, but I have a 2-member pass. So I pay like what? I think I pay like $50 a month. It's that easy. And like I use LA Fitness. So what makes it great is I like to travel around. So I could use pretty much any LA Fitness. Like right now I'm in the one in Livingston. I've never been here before. It's kind of small. I don't like the small ones, which is why I don't have the little tripod thing set up. Because the ones I normally go to, you know, I know them. So I don't have to, I'm not worried about like people say, oh, you can't record here. Or more importantly, you know, just making people uncomfortable. You got to get a feel for a place first. At least that's how I am. But getting back to the point, as I say, you know, health is wealth. It really is that simple. You know, if there's a will, there's a way. In this case, you know, I like to try to maintain my body as much as I can, even though I am right now like 285, which isn't really that good. I haven't been eating the best, obviously, since the holidays. I think people just overcomplicate things. To be honest, even with the hair, like obviously I wash my hair, shampoo it, all this stuff. The only reason why it's always so messed up is because of the fact that I don't sleep at a optician as much as I should, and I'm rough with it, as you see. But that's it. Like I don't really know. I can't really explain it any more simpler than like just the overcomplication of stuff. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, one doesn't have to live in a car to like get up and go to the gym. Oh, people are doing that around the world. I mean, most of the people that are here don't live out of the vehicle. So I'm not saying that, hey, I'm special or anything about it. But when you like see those type of concerns, it like makes, it puts question marks over my head. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, you just maneuver slightly differently. So instead of like getting up and showering at home and stuff, like going off to the gym, which some people don't do, you just get up and go to the gym. It's like the middleman is moved out the picture. In this case, the middleman would be the middle house. It really is that simple. I mean, look, not bad for a chubby 285, you know. Let the song play a little bit because I don't know how the monetization is going to work on this. But I just think people like I said, overcomplicate things a little bit. And there's also the idea of just being uncomfortable, which like makes it so foreign to them on like how these simple aspects of living suddenly seem like impossible or hard to do. As you see right there, even I'm in relatively okay shape for somebody on the chubbier side. And last year, which was 2024, as I had explained in a different video, this was like my recovery period. I slowed down working. I just lived in the gym. Like I didn't work that much, and I spent like a good 3 to 4 hours per gym session in the gym, like 4 or 5 days a week. And all I did was work on flexibility, you know, fix issues that I had with my body from overworking myself previously, which obviously led to this situation. And well, not led to this situation, but was exaggerated. That led to the situation of me going, all right, I'm fed up, right? So, you know, I spent all that time and just recovered. I obviously still worked, but with the fact that I didn't really have to worry about bills that much, even though I have my own personal bills, but like I didn't have to worry about like the overheads of rent and everything else. That allowed me to take a huge step back and just recover myself. I also don't like how these razor bumps are showing. I don't shave for a reason. I just use clippers, and I forgot and learned a hard lesson again. And that's it. And obviously this isn't the best camera angle, but I don't know this gym that well. So, you know, like I said, but just working out. If I do include this though, also don't ego lift, because I can do higher than this. However, as I said, it's been a hot minute since I've actually, you know, really done anything other than as basic maintenance, which is stretching and stuff, just because I've been working nonstop. So that's how you go to Snap City. But I do want to get this right. Better. That's better, but my right hip is still very, very tight. So, I do have a lot of work I have to work on though. Look at this. This is terrible. But that being said, it's now shower time. You know, you come in, rinse off, work out, then shower, get the sweat off. So then we'll move on to the next one. Now that's a view. Talk about a way to start your morning, right? And last but not least, sometimes you just book yourself a spot to, you know, get some relaxing R&R. Now, in this case, I'm with friends. It was a friend's birthday. You know, got a little Airbnb, you know, the drinks and everything. They're not here right now. They went out to go do some stuff, but I don't really feel like going. But a lot of times in my own like private time, I'll go like book a hotel every so often, you know, just to chill, get that, you know, that relaxation, which is the word you didn't hear because in my infinite wisdom, I didn't realize I put the microphone on backwards, so the audio is messed up here. Yeah, that's an oversight on my behalf because I did not review any of the footage on like the audio side. I just made sure I was in frame and then kept on recording. But anyways, rounding this out, pretty much what I talked about here is just, you know, the mental aspect of things. As Deion Sanders once said, look good, play good, pay good. And that's how I pretty much treat life. In the 2 years I've been doing this, it's been pretty up and down, especially in the beginning. However, through it all, the one thing I've always like tried to stress is maintenance, especially mental and spiritual maintenance. You know, take care of your mind, take care of your mentals, because at times in life, things can definitely, you know, be stressful. And in the beginning period of doing this, I was pretty stressed out. However, I was able to iron that out, and since then kind of sail a pretty smooth ship. Now, with all that said and done, I'm still going to try to end this on the high note that I originally ended it with, even though I have to narrate this because I like the party and I like the drink. I'm not really drinking with the whole living in the car aspect, but if you saw like what my college apartment looked like, trust me, it's just bottles upon bottles upon bottles on the shelf. Now, I'm not an alcoholic or anything. I only drink socially and drink parties. Other than that, I don't really drink at all. However, since I was on vacation with friends, I decided, hey, here's a little drink right here. A friend of mine, he brought his rum over from Jamaica, and I had got some Captain Morgan as well, and, you know, a little mixer to mix it with. So, and we're going to mix it with, when you combine that together and mix it with some grenadine and stir it all together, as long as you get your mix correct, and as you see, I just eyeballed it because I've mixed enough drinks and I like to cook. I'm pretty good at making good drinks without even really need to measure anything. But as long as you get your measurement right, you don't even really taste the alcohol in it. It's just a little bit. And with all that being said, first and foremost, drink responsibly. Have a good day, night, whenever you're seeing this. And as always, deuces, because I will see y'all in the next video. And I'm just going to chill, relax, watch them. That's it. See y'all in the next one.